Yes, hello everyone. We already started the problems on this centroid. So this is the continuation of the centroid. So in our last classes, we have done the problem on the T section. So now in this class, we'll start the second problem. So that will be determination of centroidal distance of a given T section. So that will be determine the centroid of the I section with respect to horizontal and vertical axis. Okay, so let us draw the I section. So this is what the I section what we have. So like this one, similarly like this, right? So here this width will be, let us say, 200 millimeter. So this one you take 20 millimeter. So let us say this will be 100 millimeter. Let us say this will be 20 millimeter, and similarly this one will be around, say, 200 meter, right? So now what we have to do, we should have to first check it out, the problem. So here both horizontal as well as vertical axis. So but he has not mentioned anything where the axis is. So in that condition, is supposed to take where is the reference axis. So as we discussed earlier, so whenever reference axis is not given, I supposed to give it in the first quadrant. So that will be, keep this entire figure in the first quadrant. So let us take, I will consider this vertical reference axis as 2, 2, and similarly this one as the horizontal reference axis as 1, 1. Okay. So once you have done that, the next one is check out, is there any symmetrical axis which is present. The first one, step number 1 will be what? First, reference axis. Second one is symmetrical axis. Check out the symmetrical axis. So that will be, so now if you look at this, so directly I can write, so here this is one symmetrical axis. So this symmetrical axis which is one present, and second one will be, so let us take, this is YY. So this distance I can directly write it as, so that will be 100 millimeter. So this distance will be X bar. So X bar will be 100 millimeter. Similarly, you can check it out once you can fold. So here, once you fold like this, so what you will get? So here, the exact replica of the topmost position at here. So now if you look at this, this is 20, this is 100, and this is 100. So here, so I will get the reference axis with reference to XX axis. So here, what is this distance? So once you get the reference axis, so this distance. So there is no need of going for any calculations, because I have both the symmetrical axis along both the axes. One will be along YY and one will be X axis. What is that distance? 20 plus 50. So that will be 70 millimeter directly I got. So there is no need of calculating anything, only with reference to symmetrical axis only directly I am getting 100 millimeter and 70 millimeter. Suppose in the same problem I can make some of the modifications. So here, so let us say this is the same problem that what we have, the previous one. I will make some small changes. So that will be this. So here, right? So this will be 200 millimeter, and this one will be 20. This one will be 100 millimeter, and similarly let us say this will be 30 millimeter, and again this one will be 200 millimeter. So now in this condition what you're supposed to do, first one will be check out the reference axis. So like right now again I am keeping this one in the reference axis, let us say vertical reference axis 2 2, and similarly horizontal reference axis will be 1 1. So now in this condition again go for the second step, symmetrical axis. So now here the symmetrical axis, so where I can get this distance, so that x bar which will be 100 millimeter. So suppose if you would like to go for reference axis along x axis, so you will not get any of the reference axis, because once you fold here, so you will not get the exact replica of the topmost position at this, the bottommost one. So now I got, so here x bar I got which will be 100 millimeter. So what is the y bar distance? So now in this condition what is supposed to do, you have to go for the tabulation what we have discussed in our previous class. So that will be, so here I am first draw the tabular column, so that will be the components. Similarly the next one we have its corresponding area, so all the dimensions in millimeter, so area in millimeter square. The next one will be centroidal distance about 1 axis in millimeter. Similarly first area moment, that is A into Y in millimeter cube, right? Now so here if you look at this, so I can make a 3 rectangular components, 1 2 and 3. So let us take the first component, first rectangular component, rectangle number 1. What is its area? 200 cross 30. So how much you will get? 200 multiplied by 30. So that will be 6000, right? So this is my axis of reference now. So what is the CG distance you will get? So this will be, so here I can write this will be this distance. So this will be y1, I can say 30 divided by 2, that will be 15 millimeter. So here 30 divided by 2, 15 millimeter. Next find out the A into Y distance, this into this. So 6000 multiplied by 15. So you will get in terms of 90 into 10 raised to 3. This will be 90 into 10 raised to 3. Next one, go for the second rectangle, rectangle 2. So what is its area? 100. So I forgot to give the width of this one. Let us say this is 20 mm. So I will consider this one as 20 millimeter. So that will be 100 multiplied by 20. So that will be 2000. Next one will be, what is its CG distance with reference to 1 1? So this is y1 30 by 2. So here I will get this as this distance as y2. So how much you will get? Reference axis from here to here, this is 30. So from here to here, this is 50. So that will be 30 plus 100 divided by 2. So that will be 80 millimeter. 50 plus 30, so that will be 80. So I can write 30 plus of 100 divided by 2, 80 millimeter. So now 2000 multiplied by 80, how much will get? So that will be 160 into 10 raised to 3. This is 160 into 10 raised to 3. The next one, go for the next one. Rectangle 3. Third component. First, second and third. What is its area? 200 multiplied by 20. So that will be 4000. So the 200 multiplied by 20 will get 4000. Next one. What is its CG distance with reference to this end? So that will be till up to this position 30. This is 100. So how much you got? 30 plus 100, 130. So this is here. So the entire distance, so I can write. So here I will write. So from this end to this end. So this is y3. 30 plus 100 plus 20 divided by 30 plus 100 plus 20 divided by 2. So 30, 100, 20 by 2. So 130 plus 10, 140 millimeter. So that will be 30 plus 100 plus 20 divided by 2, 140 millimeter. So here 4000 multiplied by 140, how much you will get? 560 into 10 raised to 3. So 560 into 10 to the power of 3. So how will you find out y bar? According to the formula that what we have, y bar which is equal to summation of ay divided by summation of a. So this is what the summation a we have. Summation a, how much you will get? So 6000, 2000 and again 4000. So 6000 plus 2000 plus 4000. So you are getting 12,000. Total will be 10,000 millimeter square, the total area. Summation of ay, how much you will get? So all are in terms of 10 raised to 3. So 90 plus 160 plus of 560. So that will be 810 into 10 raised to 3 millimeter cube. So here summation of ay, which will be 810 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by 12,000. You can write 12 into 10 raised to 3 also. 810 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 12,000. So 67.5. This is 67.5 millimeter. So here my y bar distance will be 67.5 millimeter. That's what I got. So suppose here, if you would like to draw the location or the position of your centroidal distances, so this is what the T section what we have. So here right. So this is our reference axis. So as what we have taken 1 1. This is vertical reference axis 2 2. So here this width are same, right? Okay. So now what I got? I got the centroidal distance with reference to 2 2 axis will be, this is 100 mm. Similarly, with reference to 1 1 axis, I got the centroidal distance will be 67.5 millimeter. So that's what we have got. So here 67.5 millimeter. So here, so 67.5 and 100 millimeter. So now this one will be your CG point. So here I can write the coordinates. So x bar, in terms of x bar and y bar, we supposed to write. X bar will be 100 millimeter and y bar will be 67.5 millimeter. So this is what the CG location. So now we'll repeat it once again. So how to calculate this? So very simple. First go for check out the reference axis. If reference axis is not given, keep it in the first quadrant. Next go for symmetrical axis. Check out the symmetrical axis. If the symmetrical axis is present in any of the axes, then half of your work is done. If symmetrical axis is present in both axes, then in that conditions, so there is no need of going for any first area moment and all. Directly we will get here. Right, so that will be 170 mm. Suppose if the figure is symmetrical along any one of the axes, but it is not symmetrical along other axes, so in that condition go for one tabulation. So that will be 9, like this what we have done. So here this one, this second one, so let us take, this is first one, let us say this is second one. So this one is not symmetrical along your horizontal axis. So in that condition I supposed to go for this tabulation. So how we have to proceed? The procedure will be, so divide the entire figure into components. So why we are dividing this? We are dividing this one just to keep the thing simple, because we know the CG points of the rectangles, but we don't know the entire eye section. So that's why I have divided this and this in terms of, so that will be 1, 2 and 3 components in terms of rectangle. So I know what is the areas of the corresponding. Follow the tabular column. And next one, the centroidal distances with reference to which axis you are calculating. 1 axis. So here. So this is very important how to take. Now 1 axis is here, reference axis. So the CG point of this one will be 30. So that will be 30 by 2, 15 mm. So if you go for the second component with reference to 1, what is its distance, CG distance? So the CG of this one will be 100 by 2. But reference axis is 30 mm away from this rectangle. So that will be 100 by 2 plus 30. So how much you will get? 100 by 2 plus of 30. So that will be 80 millimeter. So similarly, if we go for the third rectangle, so here the CG of this one will be 20 by 2 with reference this bottommost end. But where is the reference axis? The reference axis is here. So that will be 30 plus 100 plus 20 by 2. So 30 plus 100 plus 20 by 2. So that will be 140 millimeter. So once you have done that, find out the first area moment with reference to 1 axis. So that will be this. So 6000 into 15, 90 into 10 raised to 3, 2000 into 80, 160 into 10 raised to 3, 4000 into 560. So that, 4000 into 140. So that will be 560 into 10 raised to 3. So that will be summation of AY you will get. So add all these things. So that will be 810 into 10 raised to 3 millimeter cube. And again 810 into 10 raised to 3 divided by the total area. So you will get in terms of millimeter. So that way, if you have any doubts, so what you are supposed to do? They equate the units. So that will be millimeter cube divided by millimeter square. So what you left? You left with millimeter. So this is what? This one. And again y bar will be 67.5 millimeter. This is how we have located the x bar and y bar distances. So my x bar will be 100 millimeter and my y bar will be 67.5 meter with reference to 1, 1 and 2, 2. Suppose if your reference axis is varied, if you change the reference axis, so in that condition your CG distances corresponding to that reference axis which will going to be varied. So we'll solve one problem. So how to calculate the another type of section? So that will be, I can say, that will solve one Z section. So here, so let us take the third one. the statement remains same, so that will be determine the CG of a given section. So that will be determine the CG of given section. So that will be, so here I will draw, so here this one. Like this, I have again one more. So now, so this is, let us take 100 millimeter. Again, let us say this will be 20, and again let us take this will be also 20 mm. Again let us take this will be 150 mm, and again this distance will be 100. Right. So now in this problem, for a given section, right, if he has only mentioned about CG of the given section, so in that condition, if it is by default that we are supposed to find it with reference to both axes, both that will be horizontal and vertical, right. So fix the reference axes. So here, so I am fixing the reference axes. I am keeping it in the first quadrant. This is 1 1. This will be 2 2. Check about any, is there any of the reference axes here? Sorry, symmetrical axis. Can I get any of the symmetrical axis here? So I will not any of the symmetrical axis, right. So if you take the symmetrical along this axis, where you cannot get the exact replica over there, or if you take this one where you will not get the exact replica on that axis. So in that condition, you are supposed to find out along both axes. So for that one, go for the regular procedure, that will be components. Now you are well versed with this area in millimeter square. The next one will be CG about vertical axis 1 1, and we'll take the next one CG about 2 2 with reference to horizontal axis. Next one, so first area moment, so I can directly take